I need a new vape. How them boys hitting for? Them boys hitting? Yeah.
Bright lights sitting on a set
Bring that hoe to Mark.
fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store.
Smell.
As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the UNLV Rebels.
And leave a smell.
Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Great air fresh.
The Roadrunners will put total leather to crank us up.
Yeah, nah.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the...
Matter of fact, let me go. Let me get right. Miss McCain. Yeah, nah. Shit. That nigga McCain was a slinger. Yeah, still got the 2. Still got the 2 ass. Alright. I guess we decent. We got to run, fellas. We have to make it happen. Shit.
He got down there.
You good? When they say why?
At the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back.
Hey!
Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship.
Hey!
Great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so
That's
fun.
the good weed.
As a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice,
Oh,
you're
ass
ready
nigga.
to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Gets it to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and I just honestly...
Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This time they'll go to the running game.
That nigga sound still getting the yard.
The 10 picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Trying to get them outflanked on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Bacon. Gets rid of it. Got the back up the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Fourth and short. I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. Touchdown! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
You got the right fucking name, Lucky.
Play this game. We're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Feel me, be like
he's
that.
He's going to run it back. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Line gets set, first down. The option look.
What they call?
Still running at the 40. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
No reason.
They want to throw it.
You know where he going.
Fires to the wide
out.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. An explosive
that where my boy going.
And they'll try to keep the D on its
you heels. Know about Hardy. That nigga still here. That nigga's a young boy. Yeah, not too. Oh, yeah, not too.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll keep it on the ground.
You gotta hold the 85 just a little bit longer.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got him downfield. Open space at the 25.
Hey.
Touchdown, UTSA. And once he got loose, Once it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride.
It'll be a great game.
Take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started.
They can't think be doing a strip fucking tackles. How the fuck they be doing that? Nigga Warren ball that jumped out my nigga hand. I'm gonna show you tomorrow. Nigga dropped out my nigga hand. That shit trash.
Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 22.
I'm gonna show learn that technique. Learn it.
This offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases.
Whoa, we talking about fumbles.
And the defense
we talking about fumbles.
Touchdown, Roadrunners. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up.
Ooh,
take it all
I thought
the
you
way
had
back
that
to
out.
the house for 6.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Top 2. Top 2.
Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield, it's Bacon. Receiver looks at it, it's complete.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Second down coming up. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Going up top on first down. He tries to take the top off.
Appreciate that.
Oh, picked off.
Whew. I didn't think I was going to get there in time. Because he did burn me.
I
didn't think I was going to get there in time. Shit.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They're going to throw it to
That's
start
crazy.
That's shit. For the big play. And that pass kicked off.
Leave Hardy alone.
Got room on the return.
Let Hardy get his shine on. Let Hardy get his shine on. Leave Hardy alone. Hardy ain't did that to nobody.
You cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers. These defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Beasley. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That motherfucker. Had to get up. He don't stop either. What we gonna do?
Second down now as they're ready to go back to
Big
work.
one? Yeah. Left in.
Looking to throw, it's Bacon. Throws to the tight end.
Ooh.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterback shaky. He not ready.
They've got the ball.
He not ready for prime time.
Third and long. Looking to throw a punch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I gotta cheat.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play
Get back right.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down.
Let's make something happen.
He's looking to throw. Dances away.
He better come back.
To the right.
Your ass down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the back. Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Off play action. Lets it fly.
Woo!
Can't make the grab as he was
Talk to him 2-5.
right at the goal line.
It's really tough as a quarterback to throw down here in the red zone because
That
the
nigga
windows
hate them.
constrict so quickly. Quarterback lucky that ball wasn't picked. He tried to force that one into double coverage.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Then make the
Nice
safe
job
play.
running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Woo!
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running
Not
game.
you don't knock that nigga over, bro.
We saw it right there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20.
What?
Oh,
Not too, you don't.
Marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
No,
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I know the flag is a bit. Yeah, I know. He know the flag is going to be. Get there in time, baby.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Oh, height.
Yeah, I think those quarterbacks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. comfortable. That's a great job by the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On third down, going up top.
Better get the Hennessy.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it all the way.
That was hard.
Bring him down.
Because Hardy the only nigga that catch up with him.
That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team.
Let's go.
in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the run, it's Lacey.
This nigga here.
At the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Back to throw, it's Bacon. Unloads to the
damn fast motherfucker.
A strike downfield. All kinds of running room. The 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone.
Fast motherfucker. Hey.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On first down, here comes this offense. Fights off a defender.
Talk to him, not to. Talk to him, not to. So we ain't going out like that.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fires into traffic. It's picked up.
That's who you ain't no quarterback.
And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this team.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Back to pass, it's Bacon. Looking for the end zone. And it goes through his hands.
Try to snag it over my head.
Right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not
Keep them contained, fellas. Just keep them contained. That's all you gotta do.
Well, and on these little
Contain that nigga.
timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Throws for the tight end.
Jump in front of that one. Like, give me that. Give me that.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Need it.
First down here for the offense.
TD.
They'll start this drive.
He can't keep on.
As he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get
Who did block? That's all I want to fucking know.
Right after the snap, no wonder that thing fell incomplete.
You can't hear. It's quiet as hell in this bitch.
Trying to keep everything in front.
Quiet as hell in this bitch. Oh, come on!
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge
How about you can't hear?
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers
stop playing with me, bro.
to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me
Stop
to see
playing with me, Anderson. These niggas ain't fucking with you, bro.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
You can't hear.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
He'll come out throwing on first down.
Woo!
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
You better catch it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy.
You better fucking do this, Hardy. Oh, faithful Hardy. Oh, faithful Hardy. Stop playing with me. Why y'all acting like y'all scared, bro? Know what y'all capable of.
Really nice job working the
Dog ass receiver Corbin can't let me with.
Able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Like the old faithful Hardy.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Offense set on first down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw. It's Bacon. Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside.
Damn, that's nasty. Damn, lucky one of him. Damn. Damn, lucky. Triple coverage.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness,
I too can't make shit.
Blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct.
Going in
That had to be a bonus sign.
Look.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw.
Damn.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Guys,
Let's
the
go.
running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before
Hell of a
he's
block.
got enough for
Shit.
the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a
I
hurry.
need that ball up out of there.
That looks like a
Knock
real
him out.
simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires deep.
Ooh, right over that nigga head.
And it's caught. Touchdown, UNLV. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down.
Damn!
Rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
But when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. And it's intercepted.
Shot really that bitch. No.
Looking for more room. At the 20.
No.
And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to run the attack.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough.
That's for you, baby.
Down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it. They got him backed up. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Secures it at the 30.
He had to give me.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Give to the single back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it to the right here. Hard running there. And he's
Ncaa, give me
There's
something.
also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide.
And the quarterback is snowed under. The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed.
Ain't no fucking way.
They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field.
Afterburners coming. The 30. He's at the 10.
Hardy.
And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw it.
I ain't see him right there.
Incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
So the big hawk mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Rebels are marching down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Bacon. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll line up to go for 2. Caught behind the line.
Hey, he broke the tackle.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college.
Makes the catch down the right side. They were backed up and now more than out of trouble at the midfield stripe.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to the big tight end.
What did they keep calling holding for?
Spectacular layout and catch. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising.
Bounce.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the
Ain't
left
no way.
side. And it's hauled in at the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it. But in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throwing right. He makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Going for 6. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back.
Got a lot of running room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he's running in the open. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, UNLV. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 11 over Hawaii. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, UNLV. And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. As you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
First down here for the offense.
42, spot ready.
Snap it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Hardy.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to...
Throws toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach